Hello and welcome everyone. This is Man bringing you another Fleet Ops audio commentary. Today we have a 2v2 on Star Traffic, and we have a new player today joining us on the YouTube replay circuit. So first let me introduce the players. We have Boggz as the White Federation here, starting right here in the left. His teammate, comprising the other half of the left team, is the new one, GetReady2Die, as the Borg. So as the Red Borg. Now comprising over here as part of the right hand team is Drrr as the Green Romulans, and his teammate Xerjel as the Blue Romulans. So we have a Fed plus Borg versus Romulan plus Romulan matchup today, left versus right on Star Traffic. Now, Star Traffic is a 4-player map. It is 14K by 14K. It is basically open around the outsides, and it is got corridors up through the middle. Now, it has a pair of moons in the middle for anyone who wishes to take sort of a early game or any sort of offensive position in the middle, and every player has a natural expansion off towards basically their counterclockwise direction. So we can see here that Drrr is scouting the Borg, and this would be GetReady2Die's position. We can see that GetReady2Die is stocking up on resource assimilators, looking to early expand actually, and he is setting up his conduction matrix for his initial Borg setup. Over here we can see that Boggz is setting up a Starfleet science going. So he is Riznor, and he is moving into his Starfleet command after this Starfleet science, so he can get his warp ins, and he's doing his normal. So this proximity photon torpedo is the monsoon special, so we should be seeing monsoons afterwards here shortly. Now down here in the Romulan base, the Blue Romulan, this is Xerjel again, he has a rain coming out, followed by a research institute. So this research institute will be giving him Laval's. Up here, let's take a look at what the other one is doing. A pair of rains coming up, and we are about to see either a research station or a Tal Shiar. So it just depends on what we get. Considering that they're going against Borg, Laval's are a good choice. Nonetheless, frigate refits, which we would see a Tal Shiar station, is also good because it can go up against the Feds. The question is, what is Drrr going to do here? So nonetheless, he does have his first rain out and about. It is basically cloaked, and he's producing another scout. So one of the things that the cloaked races have in their advantage is that they can scout very, very early, and they use that to much to their advantage. So we can see here that the Borg is doing an early expansion. It's the first one on the expansion circuit. This is a little bit risky on this map. Since it is only a 4-player map and at 14K by 14K, most of the player positions are next to another player position, giving everyone a chance to kind of raid on someone. Now, granted, the Borg do have very sturdy resource assimilators, so they can withstand just your basic early game raid. And since this position here is relatively close, he's taking over his Tritanium moon, he will be able to go back and forth in between his base, and he'll be able to defend this Tritanium moon quite easily. The question, however, is whether he'll be able to expand over into this dilithium moon and take it. That would be a great boon to the Borg's resources, if they go into the mid-early game spheres. Now down here we can see that Boggz is getting up his chassis level 1, and that will move him into Monsoons very shortly. Oddly enough, I wasn't paying attention over here, but I would have expected that a little bit sooner. Nonetheless, Boggz is moving to his Starfleet command to get his warp bins coming out. And down here we see that Xerjel is moving into Laval's heavy Laval production. Up here his teammate is Drrr is, I'm not exactly sure what Drrr is doing. He is getting his Tal Shiar, so that's going to be frigates refits with some scouting. So Drrr going early mid-game ships, or just getting a little bit of a tad late start, is going to be an interesting. This is going to be an interesting game. So we can see here that GetReady2Die is trying to move in on his second dilithium moon. He does have a scout cube falling around by a detector. This will give him a little bit of extra firepower, that detector that is. It is fast. It does have some decent punch. Nonetheless, you can see that Drrr is easily cloaking around the map, looking to move over into this expansion. The expansion really isn't that well defended. However, the central positioned scout cube and detector are very within range of his expansion. However, you can see Drrr calling out for going after the scout cube. So this one scout cube is about to be ganged up on by about four Romulan ships, and if they can coordinate their attack right, so as long as Drrr hangs out here, doesn't decloak quite yet, we can see that there's this one Rain class looking possibly to draw this scout cube down a little bit. This is actually potentially a nice move. However, it does seem that GetReady2Die does not feel like engaging quite yet. However, he has a change in mind, but the other two Rains decloak, focusing on the scout cube. This is going to be a substantial investment of resources on GetReady2Die. However, this Rain class is decloaking. They've taken this thing down to 50%. Now the Borg do have a problem. They are not able to regen, and this is a torpedo cube, torpedo scout cube, and so this is going to hurt a bit. They're going after the detector. They are, oddly enough, they've managed to take it down a little bit. Oh, and I can hear a warp bin coming in. This is going to be the savior of the Borg. Oddly enough, a Federation warp bin is coming to the rescue of the Borg, and the Borg managed to not lose any ships. The Romulans, on the other hand, managing to inflict a decent amount of damage. They're going to be able to go quickly repair. The Borg, on the other hand, especially since this is a photon torpedo scout cube, is not going to be able to regen that much. The next time it moves into battle, it is going to be damaged and not be able to be able to tank near as much as it was. The Federation do end up getting lucky with this Ambassador class. This Ambassador class is one tough little cookie. It has a special, the energy rerouting, which will up its defense quite nicely, allow it to do a little extra tanking, and otherwise just get out. It is a short-range ship as well, allowing it to move very quickly in patch 3.1.1. Its compadres here, the Excelsior classes, are medium-ranged, long-range vessels. Therefore, they are quite slow. In the meantime, Xerjel, having a little trouble with one of his ships, managed to get some of his subsystems taken out, and so doing a little bit of repair here. Don't know what happened to the ship, but it ended up taking some significant subsystem damage. So, but he is very quickly just moving his fleet over and supporting that. And you can see that he has just produced another Laval. This is going to up his fleet strength quite nicely. In the meantime, you can see that Xerjel has also expanded. This is a good spot for him. Boggz, in the meantime, has managed to expand as well. He's got a phaser platform up, as well as one of those monsoons out here defending this position. The